In this next video, we're going to talk about students and restricted videos. One of the most frustrating things for teachers is to find the video or videos that they need on YouTube to set everything up perfectly. Maybe you've created this lovely playlist to share with your students, you've shared it, and then in the moment in class when they go to click to watch the video, instead of the video loading and playing, what they get is this message that says the video is not available. Underneath it tells us it's restricted and it must be approved for you to view it. So let's talk about how you'll know which videos are restricted for students and then how you can go about getting those videos approved if needed. So first, how can I tell if a video that I want my students to watch is restricted? First off, every single school has a login for Google that is at the level of your students, so elementary, middle, or high school. The person that you need to speak to find out that information is your school's tech support staff member. And then if you sign into Chrome using that account, if you guys remember, we've gone over how to sign into Chrome using multiple accounts. If you sign into Chrome using that account and then paste in the link to any video or videos that you want to share with the students, what you see when logged into that school student account is exactly what your students will see. If the video shows up as restricted for that fictional school account, it is restricted for your students. If it is viewable to that fictional school account student, then it will be viewable to your students. So what if it is restricted? How can I go about getting a restricted video approved? The first step is to send it to your content coordinator and ask them to approve it. You might want to include things like which unit in your curriculum, which essential question, etc., that it will go with. And then once you have approval from your coordinator, you're going to want to send that same request to the help desk. There are two things that you need to include in a request to the help desk regarding YouTube videos. You want to include that you have already sent it to the coordinator and you already have their approval. The best way to do this is actually just to forward the email from your coordinator to the help desk when you send that request. And then what you are asking that they do is that they add this video to the AACPS playlist. And then the third and final step is to be patient. Anytime you are requesting that a video or website be unblocked for students, please do not send a request to the help desk that says I need this by first period today, because that is not a realistic turnaround time for them. So you want to try and plan ahead and anticipate the videos that you need at least 2 weeks in advance so that they can get those approved and unrestricted for students. Finally, the last tip for teachers regarding videos and this restriction in YouTube: do not assume that because it's in the curriculum that means it should already be on the AACPS playlist. This is a very common thing that comes to the help desk. Instead of people asking their content coordinator to approve it, what they do is send it to the help desk and say, well, of course it's approved, it's in the curriculum. There are a lot of, we'll just say, sensitive subjects that are covered across our curriculum where the videos should only be viewed in context. For example, in our health curriculum, there's anatomy content that's covered, there's drugs and alcohol content. Those are very important, but they need to be covered only in the context of the lesson, and therefore those videos are usually not approved for students to view on their own devices on their own time, but rather they're played on the teacher screen, whole group, in the context of the lesson. So just because a video is in the curriculum does not mean it's already gone through the approval process and should be on the playlist. You still need to send it to the coordinator and ask if it was their intention to have it unrestricted for students or how they advise you to use it if not.